I'm looking for something really, really important to me, and I can't find it anywhere. Can you guys help me find it? All right, let's start looking. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a rock. It's a rock that's kind of round, and well, it's round like this, and rounded on one side, and it's flat on the other. It's kind of like this one, and it's flat because I wrote something on it, really, really tiny. Well, wait, it's a rock. I think this might be it. I had it the whole time. But it's written so tiny, I need a magnifying glass to read it. I'll be right back. I can't find the magnifying glass. I lose things too much. I found the magnifying glass. My chicken had it. All right, I got my magnifying glass, and I got my rock. I'm going to figure out what it says. It says, God will never leave me. And the line before it says, God will help me. God will help me, and God will never leave me. You know what? I wrote those there because they're really important verses. Verses are sentences that we find in the Bible, the greatest book on earth. That's right. The Bible is the greatest book on earth, and I found it when I was reading it. The first verse I found, it said it was in the book of Isaiah. Now, there's a book inside of a book. It sounds kind of confusing, but they're just like different sections of the Bible. The greatest book on earth. And the first one was in Isaiah. It said, do not fear, I will help you. And I thought it was really important, so I wrote it on this rock. And the second one was in the book of Hebrews. It said, never will I leave you. Those are two amazing promises. You know those stories that we talked about a couple weeks ago? Those stories from the Bible, the greatest book on earth. The first one was about Daniel in the lion's den. And he got thrown into the lion's den. But did the lions eat him? No. Do you think that Daniel figured out that God would help him and never leave him? Yes. And the other story about David and Goliath? David was a tiny little boy, and Goliath was a huge warrior. Goliath, well, he found out that God wouldn't leave David, didn't he? That's right. David, God was with him, and he would never left him, and he helped him. And then there was Paul. Paul, he was rescued over the city wall. Yeah. He found out, too, that God would help him and would never leave him. Those are all some really cool stories from the Bible, the greatest book on earth. Now, I wrote these verses here so I could remember them. Let me say them a couple more times. That helps me remember. God will help me. God will never leave me. God will help me. God will never leave me. I think I got it right here, memorized. It's in my heart. You know, how about I give this rock to you guys, and then you guys can use it to help remember the verse too. I better mail it. Let me go get my mailbox. I got my mailbox right here. I'll put the rock in there, and then you guys can help memorize and you can use it to help memorize it too. You know, memorizing the Bible, the greatest book on earth, is something we all should really do. So we always have it with us. All right, I'm going to go on an amazing adventure and put the mailbox back by the street. See ya!